How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Now, we're on our way over to the British Racing Green, but I thought we'd do this on the way, so I found the barn before I started the episode. So the barn's right here above this lake thing here. Right here. Let's go see what we got.
Where are you? Right, don't move. From what I've heard, this one is big.
Nice.
It's an Aston. A wee gem of an Aston. Maybe a whacking great diamond of an Aston if it's the one I think. You ever heard of a Zagato? Right, let's get it out of here.
There's only 3 more barn finds left to find in the whole game.
Got a
That's
good
pretty
feeling.
cool. We're gonna head over here next.
What about this one? I'll meet you at the garage when it's done.
Hey, 20 grand. Starting to earn a bit of money. We might be able to buy another house soon, because anyone's left are the really expensive.
In 400 meters.
It's like the 5 million one, the
turn
15 million one, and like the 10 million one. That's the only ones left that I haven't bought yet. Fast travel board. This thing does not handle so well, especially not in the grass.
In 400 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn left.
Still 62 boards all up. I don't know where the hell they all are. I've been everywhere. I've been driving around this game for hours and hours and hours. I don't know how many hours I've put into this game. It feels like a lot. We got some of these big races still to do too, I believe. The Colossus we've done, but there's some over here we haven't done. We've done the Gauntlet. We haven't done the Titan. So that's one. Yeah, we haven't bought this house. That's 15. I don't think we bought that one. Yeah, that one's 10, and then there's a 5 over here somewhere. This one? No. This one. Yeah, 5. And those are the only ones left to get on the whole game, as far as I know. I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there. Danger zone failed. Doesn't matter, it's already maxed out anyway. This thing is terrible to drive. I don't know why I picked it. I thought it'd be something different. God damn. Oh my god. This thing needs some work, man. It looks pretty though. Oh, I don't know about pretty. It's different. I'll give it that. It's different as. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, money. Did it level up? Totally was. Wheel spin. Car, please. Ooh, I want that. Aw. That RXC thing looks nuts. Alright, this is our next stop.
You've arrived at your destination.
Let's see what we got.
Great to see you. We're shooting a documentary about car culture in the UK, and I need a second driver. You've made a name for yourself, and it would be great to have you aboard. It's simple. You drive, I tell the story. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it. Stay above 113 kilometers an hour. Get to the destination. Okay. It's like speed.
From Aston Martin to McLaren and Bentley, Great Britain is home to over a century of automotive excellence. I'm Rebecca Dawson. Welcome to British Racing Green, a documentary celebrating that history.
Nice.
The Aston Martin DB5 Vantage was the quintessential grand tourer of the 1960s, combining British engineering and Italian design.
Wonder how hard these ones are gonna be. Shit! Woo, that was scary. Getting sideways in this old school car.
The Vantage featured side draft carburetors and a refined camshaft profile, capable of a blistering top speed of 162 miles an hour in 1964. The clean lines of Superleggera's bodywork, reclining seats and wool carpets created a car that was luxurious as well as fast.
Wool carpets? Jeez. Bougie. It doesn't actually feel too bad to drive though, although...
This car would form the basis for the DB range, with later cars improving on the design in many ways. But none would ever achieve the sheer iconic perfection of the Vantage.
In 200 meters, turn left.
A bunch of
Turn
sharp
left.
corners together would make it lose control real easy.
For all of its beauty and engineering perfection, only 65 of these beautiful machines would ever be built. If you own one, you own a piece of British history.
In 200 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
The silver DB5 would be immortalized in half a century of cinema. The classic Aston Martin.
We get 3 stars? How was that?
But in 2016, a new DB was unveiled, heralding the dawn of Aston Martin's second century. The DB11 is the first production turbocharged Aston Martin. But is it a worthy successor to that legacy? The short answer
Again?
is yes. It's bold, responsive, and agile, with perhaps the best GT chassis in the world. And listen to it.
God damn. Why did that not end
Able to
the...
hit 60
the level?
miles an hour in 3.5 seconds, the DB11's 5.2-litre twin-turbo V12 boasts a top speed of over 200 miles an hour.
God damn. It's pretty slippery too. Do I have to run through all the Aston Martins? Because that would make... Like, if I don't get 3 stars here and I have to redo it, I'll be annoyed,
It's not the
man.
fastest car in the world, but then it's not trying to be. It's sophisticated, effortless luxury. It's an Aston Martin.
So I'd have to do all this again? That would be really annoying. God damn.
The DB11's front strakes channel air to create a virtual spoiler, providing downforce without compromising the car's clean lines. Brilliant.
Man, it's quite hard to stay at the speed they need us at. Jesus. With all the corners and everything.
Most importantly, I think, the DB11 proves that Aston Martin is ready for another century of beautiful cars. And I can't wait.
Why aren't we driving that one that you raced the jet with? That was an Aston Martin, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was.
Beautiful as they are, Aston Martins are only one of many cars made in the United Kingdom. Let's see what else is out there.
Thank God. It's like a relay race. These ones are going to be hard. These ones are going to be super hard. This is the last series to do, though, I believe. They're starting to burn through all the content in the game. Apart from, you know, like, collecting stuff. Which you could do forever. There's so many cars in the game, you can literally do it forever. Oh, I wanted that RX-7. That Savannah looks so cool. God damn. God damn it, boy. Right, let's do the next one. Next chapter. What do we got? Minis. Let's do minis.
This is shaping up nicely. Time for a change of pace, though. At least at first. The next segment is about Land Rover, and we'll be starting out with the Type 3.
This thing is hideous. Looks like a tiny military vehicle. Bad radio. Sound awful.
Land Rover, the British sports utility vehicle. But before that, they were actual utility vehicles. Solid, tough trucks, unstoppable over almost any terrain.
400 meters. Turn left.
This thing is
The
slow,
Land
man.
Rover Type 3 marks the point where that shift begins. And we'll be looking at what that meant.
This thing is not quick. It is not nimble. I don't really have anything going for it at all. It's top heavy as well. I feel like I'm going to roll it every time I take a corner.
Land Rovers have taken on almost every task imaginable. They've been generators, tractors and ambulances. They've brought peace and carried medicines to disaster zones. They've even been buses. Over 500,000 Series 3s were built, and over 70% of those are still on the road today. They were extensively exported and built under license abroad. Belgium, South Africa, even Australia and New Zealand. With a robust chassis and signature Land Rover engineering, the Type 3 also marked the first time that buyers could choose interior options, like seat box protectors and cubby boxes.
This is too slow. For some reason 140 kilometers an hour feels
That
really
trend
slow.
continued, and by 1982, Land Rover were offering the county spec Type 3. Leisure drivers could choose from such luxuries as all-cloth seats, soundproofing and tinted glass. The trend was increasingly clear, and the future of the Land Rover was starting to take shape. If you squinted, you could already see the shape of the first sports utility vehicle, the Range Rover. While the stock Type 3 would never be particularly fast uphill, there is almost no hill that it couldn't climb, or down for that matter, if you put a proper winch on it.
It's not particularly fast uphill, downhill, or on flat or anything. We need to be towed behind a faster vehicle.
In 1978, a Series 3 was custom built for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. It only had 1,892 miles on the clock when it was auctioned into private hands. And it was in perfect condition. It would be. After all, she trained as a mechanic in the 1940s and will likely remain the only royal able to strip and rebuild an engine.
In 200 meters. You will
Is that
arrive
true?
at your destination.
Would she actually be able to strip and rebuild an engine? Because that's badass, man.
A Along with the Range
Respect.
Rover, others would follow. Discovery, Defender, and the Freelander. Each a more sophisticated and enjoyable utility vehicle. But none of them were a replacement for the Type 3. They were a different kind of car. The Type 3 was arguably the first sports utility vehicle, an evolution of the design that would lead ultimately to this. The Bowler Nemesis, an off-road racing vehicle that turned into a production SUV, the Nemesis EXR.
How is this even
It sports
similar
a
to that thing?
turbocharged 5-litre Land Rover Jaguar engine, crammed into a carbon fibre chassis with integral roll cage. It even has the grille, headlights and rear lights from a Range Rover.
Sorry, didn't mean to roll it. My bad. We need to blow this number out of the water, man, if we're gonna... We're gonna get 3 stars on this. We're gonna have to obliterate this 25,000 skill point target. Breaking fences is always a great way to do that. No!
And there are no compromises either. With a
Oh my
0
God,
to
that
60
should have lost me my
time of
points,
an
but it didn't.
unreal 4.2 seconds, all-wheel drive, and the ability to corner near instantly, the Nemesis provides adrenaline and sheer terror in equal measure. This is an all-terrain supercar. That's the only fair description for this.
That was
But
lucky.
That's what you get when you build an SUV with Land Rover DNA.
Man, if I'd lost my points when I rolled it, we would not have got 3 stars. We would have got nothing. We would have got a kick in the balls instead. It's probably what I deserve instead, to be honest, but whatever. Boom, wheel spin. What's next on the list? Oh. We might as well do the wheel spin, right? No, our car's ready at the garage. Cool. Well, we'll grab that later. When we get round to it, we'll get around to it, don't worry. Lots to be done. There's the Series 3 Land Rover just there. But instead we got a Porsche Turbo 911. Which is a much better car, to be fair. Let's do the next one.
Well, I was right. That Aston's a DB4 Zagato. Stop by the garage when you can. This one's a beauty.
You got it.
Hope you're enjoying
Lotus.
yourself. I know I am. It's great to be able to just focus on telling the story while someone else handles the driving for once. Let's get to the next one. This time, it's Lotus.
Man, this thing is old school. Oh shit, this thing is... goes like a scolded cat, man. Roars
Lotus
like a tiger.
Engineering Limited began as many stories in British engineering do. In an old barn. The first Lotus cars were offered as kits. You built them yourself. From 1962, they began to actually build the cars themselves. The Elan Sprint showed exactly what they intended to do. Built around a steel backbone with a fiberglass chassis, the Sprint weighed in at a meager 687 kilos parked on the
Whoa.
curb. On the road, this translated into brilliant agility and fantastic performance.
It sounds so angry.
Designer Colin Chapman famously said, adding power makes you faster on the straights. Subtracting weight makes you faster everywhere. He knew what he was talking about.
Turn right. 100 meters. Turn left.
Got it.
Widely hailed as one of the greatest sports cars of the 1960s, the Elan would be closely studied and emulated, inspiring such masterpieces as the Mazda MX-5.
Oh, really?
The Elan has
I wouldn't say the
all
MX-5 's a
energy,
masterpiece,
style,
but
and
sure.
enthusiasm you would expect. Bold, quick, and fun. So much so that they put it in the name. The Elan Sprint was a financial as well as an engineering success for Lotus, validating their approach to design and resulting in a whole family of light, agile roadsters. Which brings us to this, the Lotus Exige. It's heavier than the Elan, admittedly, but it's faster. Much, much faster.
Okay. It's
Touch
quite
the
pretty from the
pedal,
back.
The Exige responds with instant, relentless acceleration, as you'd expect. With a
No, we gotta
0
get
to
this
60
3-star.
time of 3.8 seconds and a top speed of 170 before upgrades and tuning, the Exige is uncompromising.
God damn. I lost it because of that car. The car freaked me out, man. Freak me out, car. Traffic always freaks me out. Sometimes it ruins my time, it's pretty bad. I'm so scared of having another car.
And there's no power steering, so you can really feel the road. A
No power
genuinely
steering? In
brilliant
this?
drive.
Are you serious?
And one that isn't afraid to demand you take it seriously.
In 400 meters.
Why not?
Turn left.
I haven't driven a car without power steering in forever. Couldn't imagine it. Especially in a car this fancy. This fancy and doesn't even have power steering. I feel like I'm starting to struggle. I'm not handling this car well. I'm gonna have a hard time getting a 3-star out of this one. If we run out of content, we're gonna have to start thinking about other games that we can play instead of Forza. Might have to put up another poll soon.
And with rumoured launches of 2 new cars in 2020, Lotus looks set to push the benchmark of the experienced sports car well into the next century.
Really? 1 star? We just go from getting consistent 3 stars to 1 star. I thought I did well with the car before this thing. Was it an Exige? The one before that, the Elan. I was doing alright, I thought. Shit at driving the Exige, but still. I thought driving the other one well would make up for it. It does not.
Done much rallying? That's a joke. We've all seen what
This is
you've
the thing
been
I was
up
just
to.
driving.
We're doing the next bit on location. You'll see why when you get there.
Ah. I'm driving my actual own car at the moment. Fucking hell, man. I really don't like driving this thing. Maybe I shouldn't have picked it to be driving. I didn't know they were going to make me drive my own car. My time shouldn't matter in this one, should it? Because we're just getting to the place. And I can use any car, which means I can like cheese it with something really powerful and good. Like my Skyline.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
I know, nearly there. Take some shortcuts, it's fine. Hey, I'm there. Why didn't it register? I was expecting it to go, oh, you're here. Oh, park. My bad. I didn't know you wanted me to park. My bad. My bad. It's okay. I'm okay.
Ford,
Lancia?
that
Ford.
most American of cars. But the Ford Escort, oh, that's British. And more than that, the Escort would become for many synonymous with Group B. In the 70s, Ford had embraced that destiny so firmly that they'd begun their own championships to find new drivers. Drivers for cars like the RS 1800.
Here we go.
This was a car designed explicitly for rallying, with a powerful fuel-injected 1790cc Cosworth BDE engine.
Yeah, we're not to leave the road, apparently. My god. Can we start over? This car's fucking garbage as well. I mean, it might not be garbage, it might just take a bit of getting used to, but...
Homologation rules required that all cars entered into the Group be production, so Ford built 200 of them.
Well, just to win the thing. The inspiration, man.
The RS 1800 raced to victory after victory across the rallying world, on almost every continent and across every terrain type imaginable. This car was basically unbeatable. The RS 1800 brought home 17 World Rally Championship victories for Ford.
Whoa. That's nuts.
So, of course, Ford set out to design a better one. The RS 200 Evolution was their answer. A purpose-built rally car designed to do one thing: win Group B.
This thing's great to drive. I love these ones.
With a 1.8 turbocharged Ford Cosworth BDT engine and all-wheel drive, the RS 200 had perhaps the best suspension platform of any car of its era.
I love driving this one. We've got one of these.
The chassis was fiberglass from Reliant, and the massive Ford parts bin was raided to give the car that iconic look. But while the car had potential, turbo lag at low RPM and a poor power-to-weight ratio meant that it never placed better than third.
Really?
The end of Group B in the mid-80s meant the end of the RS 200 as a rallying car. Fortunately, Ford built over 200 as part of the homologation requirements for Group B, so you can still find them, if you're lucky.
2 stars. There's gonna be a lot of redos going on. At least those second parts are actually really short. Oh, we're out of time for the episode anyway. We are definitely out of time for today. Did like that one. I like driving that one. That one's a lot of fun to drive. It's a nice car. It's kind of ugly, but it's fun to drive still. That's the main thing, really. What do we got? What do we got? Purple leggings. Just what I always wanted. Not really, though. Alright, well, I guess we're out of time for today. But we got a bunch more of this British racing green to do yet. What have we got as far as these go? There you go, we can get another wheel spin here. Might as well do that. See what we can get out of it. Ooh, what was that? But you can't look at what's on the wheel. Even if you don't win it, just see what's there. That'd be nice. If you could do that, I reckon. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll wrap this episode up, and in the next one, we'll continue our British Racing Green. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.